Hi Elixters, how you doing? For your information, I'm doing good. Let's proceed with step 11, shall we? Every painting needs a frame, huh? Materialistic world. Anyhow, let's wrap our canvas with another division element with the class set to frame. Step 12. How thick do you want our frame border to be, huh? Let's use border's shorthand declaration to give border element a solid black border with a width of 50 pixels. Yeah, we got thick frame for our painting. Step 13. Well, our frame got that big-ass thickness, so let's set its width to 500 pixels. Perfect. Step 14. Now, let's use padding shorthand property to increase the space between the frame and canvas elements by 50 pixels. It'll increase space on all four sides of the element's border and canvas within. Step 15. Let's use margin to adjust the spacing outside of our frame element and set its value to 20 pixels of vertical margin and horizontal margin of auto. This will move the frame down 20 pixels and horizontally center it on the page. Step 16. Let's add another division element inside our canvas element and give it a class with the value as 1. This will be our first rectangle of the Rothko painting. 'Cause remember, it's the painting of just squares or rectangles in it. Step 17. Now let's style our first rectangle by setting its width to 425 pixels. Step 18. Our first rectangle's height gonna be 150 pixels. Step 19. Our first rectangle's background color gonna be somewhat darkish yellow. Step 20. Since it's a digital painting, you can position the elements of the painting. So let's position our first rectangle with the margin shorthand property with a vertical margin of 20 pixels and a horizontal margin of auto. See, that's the magic of digital painting. Feeling lucky enough, huh? Okie dokie. That was the end of the video. Hope you guys like, share, comment on my videos. Do subscribe and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on any updates. Stay tuned for further steps and chapters. I'll catch you in the next one.